Guys, okay, so just letting you know, I just recorded a Patreon video where I was going in depth on my workings with Lord Mammon and as well King Clauneck and some things that I know about wealth and abundance magic. So as I made that video, that's actually up on my Patreon here. Feel free to go check that out. Everything is down below. Patreon is linked. Okay, so other than that, let's get into Lord Mammon and King Clauneck. If you wish to work with Lord Mammon and as well King Clauneck, no, most likely if you are seeing this video, they are reaching out to you. They most likely want to work with you and they led you here. People have been led to my older videos on King Clauneck and Lord Mammon, and I just thought I'd update it. So, which you can see on the Patreon is the full my journey from first working with Mammon a few years ago to then as well now, and how much I've learned and progressed along the journey. So this is a video for anyone that wants to connect or work with King Clauneck and Clauneck. How can he help you? How can he aid you? The way in which King Clauneck can help you, right? Someone who's very close to Lucifer. If you're already working with Lucifer, in a sense, Lucifer is the delegator, right? So if you need to learn a certain skill or ability, he's going to delegate you to different beings. Lucifer first delegated me to King Mammon, where I started to learn and understand clairvoyance, divination, vibration, frequency, right? So I started to get better at my abilities, right? Claircognizance, right? Psychic downloading. And then from there, eventually I met King Clauneck. And from him, I started to work with him, and he started to fill my mind with abundance, right? Understanding business, wealth, and how it pertained to as well sorcery and, magic. Because when we are looking at business magic and business sorcery, right, money magic, it's completely different than normal sorcery and normal magic. So if you don't understand it or you haven't awakened that aspect of your mind yet, it can be kind of hard to grasp the theories and what the concepts that they're trying to convey to you, right? I was working with Azazel at one point, and he started to convey to me quantum physics. And since I already understood some aspects of quantum physics, it was very well received, but because at the same time he was giving me concepts that I hadn't been consciously aware of yet, it was still, I could feel what he was saying and I knew it was correct, but I had to understand it through my conscious mind, right? Now I'm at the point where I just kind of download and know it because I've worked on my abilities so much. But in a sense, when you're first starting out, that's why you need to not just invoke, but you need to study what you're invoking about, right? So if you want to get better at magic, divination, clairvoyance, things of this nature, you have to start working towards that. You have to go into ritual and invocation and work with the beings, meditation, breath work, qigong, yoga, right? We have to really empower our psychic senses and our psychic abilities so that we can continue to work with the spirits and hear them, right? We have to thin the veil in order to see through it, to perceive what we need to, and then bring it into our life. The reason why there is a veil in general is to separate us with that realm so that we are in the Maya and the illusion. So it's when you are working with different spirits, you're being taken outside of the Maya, outside of the illusion, and you're being brought into a greater understanding of yourself in those moments with whatever being you're working with, right? We can look at different beings as conduits of energies in which we can use to transcend this realm, right? So if I'm working with Goddess or Duchess Bune is a solar spirit, so she can empower me with the solar nature of reality, and this is why she's so good at wealth creation as well, because she's a solar spirit. The masculine energy, the pushing forward, creation energy. And then as well, Clauneck is Mars. So in this Mars energy, he's very powerful as an emanation when it comes to business, because he's very pushing forward, right? He's using his strength of will and energy of that way, very similar to Asmodeus being a very Martian energy as well, dealing with luxury, wealth, and abundance. King Clauneck. King Clauneck can teach you business. And as you work with Clauneck and as you start to invoke and meditate with him, right, chanting his ends, Avalen Sen Clauneck Kior, Avalen Sen Clauneck Kior, Avalen Sen Clauneck Kior. Right? So as we work with Clauneck and chanting his ends and taking on the vibration, it's also good to study business, to study law, to study all these different forms of things that you need to know to create business, right? An LLC. Not saying that, Clauneck just deals in business, but he is a wealth spirit that deals in business, money, taking on a wealthier mindset or persona. He really helps with the mindset shift to wealth and abundance in a very business way. So that's what I've learned from King Clauneck. If you guys want to work with King Clauneck, I highly recommend this for anyone that's more trying to ground themselves in the occult, or if you're already just a businessman wishing to go more into the occult with a business and wealth spirit. Right? Clauneck is someone that can help you if you're already, of the higher echelon or the upper echelon, the elite. He can solidify everything that you're doing tenfold. So if you're already dealing with business workings, he can secure these and make them highly abundant. I recommend that if you're already doing business deals or you work with Clauneck, give him whiskey. Give him whiskey before everything that you do. Not saying that you always have to give offerings, but it is a crucial part because that is an empowerment, right? So from you giving him whiskey, he can empower what you're doing. You're giving him energy to empower you. Yes, he's benefiting at the end of the day, but so are you. It's an equal exchange, just like a business deal. Look at Clauneck as a businessman. He talks highly just like a businessman, more than a spirit, in my opinion. He's very human in persona, and he talks to you exactly like, what do you want? What do you need? I can do this for you. Can you do this for me? You can do this for me. I can do this for you. Right? He's very to the point. Don't bullshit. Just tell me what you want. What do you want to do? You need money? Okay, you're gonna have to do this and that. I'm gonna do this for you, and then this is going to happen. Right? You might not hear it because you might not have your psychic ability or clairvoyance developed yet, but in a sense that's pretty much how he works. So if you came to him, put the work in on your end, and he will put the work in on his and give offerings to his Lord Mammon. So Lord Mammon, guys, really go check out the Patreon video because I go in depth there. Right now, in a sense, if you are working with Mammon, start to come to him and talk to him about wealth creation. Start to talk to him about what you want to build, what you want to create, and he will start to show you what you need to do, right? So if you're a beginner, he will show you. If you're new to, in a sense, wealth creation, then you're going to be first broken down in the beginning. I go more in depth on my Patreon about how you can go through this process and how you can navigate it, in a sense. Because that's what needs to be done in the beginning is your mindset has to go through a shift in order for you to even work with Mammon. So that's why in the beginning your life can even fall apart when you work with Mammon, because it's his vibration, his frequency is so high, it's being brought into your life. You now need to take on that vibration and shift, right? So Mammon is kind of the next step when it comes to Clauneck. Mammon oversees Clauneck as well as Belphegor. So work with Mammon if you truly wish to achieve, you could say, a millionaire status. If you don't just want to make money, right? Clauneck is more of the spirit of wealth and business, for lower dealings, you could say. And then Mammon's truly if you want to make money, mass amounts of money or wealth and abundance. He would then shift your mindset to help you or aid you so that you can bring that into your life, because you at the end of the day are the conduit creating that for yourself. You have to put in the work, you have to put in the action. Mammon is merely the conduit of energy that is opening the way for that to happen, creating the signs and synchronicities for those transactions. Just as I'm sure you guys have seen, Belial creates synchronicities in your life, or Lucifer, or Hecate, different beings. Mammon is that same way. He will create money synchronicities for you, abundant synchronicities to either shape your mind to help you and aid you in your evolution, or he will create the physical outcome of, bringing mentors to you, maybe getting you a job that's very wealthy and abundant, getting you closer to the elite in these ways, right? People of the upper echelon. Because when you start to do dealings with those that have more monetary value, those that have more money or have more status, this is when you are getting into the energies of Mammon, because he can bring you closer to people of high value. So that's what he's done for me as well. There's people in a sense where I'm at, you could say follower wise, view wise. There's already people way above me that are reaching out to me for services, and I would have been, whoa, okay, I wouldn't have thought that. I'm gladly there to help them become their greatest version and get to the next stages in life, because this is what I provide in forms of service, right? I have a one-on-one consultation that I do with people, helping them to better understand, the occult, the night side path, the Sephiroth, the Cliffoth, working with the infernal divine, abundant spirits, as well spellwork, divination, psychic development, magic. There's all these things that I provide in different ways, and honestly, Mammon is the one of the beings that showed me to really put my services out there, to really put myself out there and show people what I can achieve and what I can accomplish. And he can do the same for you. So that's pretty much going to be the video, you guys. Tap into Clauneck if you want to. Tap into that energetic current, that frequency. Work with Clauneck if you want to. And as well, I recommend that you work with Mammon. Most likely, they brought you here. If you're having, and on top of that, you guys, so that's going to be the video. If you're having trouble connecting to King Clauneck or Mammon, a lot of people have been led to me lately, whether through Lucifer, King Clauneck, and as well Mammon. So if you need, help in connecting in any way, I definitely recommend that you guys hire me for a one-on-one consultation, 1 hour-long service, and we can just talk about that. We can bring the energies forward, send them into your life, and as well, I also offer rituals for Clauneck, Mammon, and plethora of different wealth and abundance spirits. So if I can help you in any of those ways, please feel free to email me at OccultCatTv@gmail.com. Again, that's going to be OccultCatTv@gmail.com. And then also just letting you guys know, every Sundays I am doing a wealth lecture, and then as well a wealth ritual where I'm doing that after for everybody that participates. This is a private wealth session. It's going to be $87 to get into it, to hear the lecture, and then as well get the abundance ritual that will be empowering you. I will be teaching you guys the mindset that you need to create wealth as a magician, a shaman, a witch, an occultist. And then as well, I will be performing a ritual for you guys as well to open the way and bring abundance into your life. I'm trying to do this in the way where I want people that are serious, who wish to build themselves up, who are going to take this seriously. I only kind of want people like that for the ritual. So as well, if you would like that, please feel free to email me just talking about Mammon, and I will gladly, and then send the payment to the PayPal or Cash App, and then I will sign you up for that ritual on Sundays, just coming in a few days. As well, Mammon's Day is also Friday today, the release of this video. With that, you guys, I'm your host, O'Shea. As well, you can call me Atanu, for this is OccultCatTv, a channel you love. With that, you guys have a beautiful day. Peace. As well, namaste. Then for anything else, if you would like to go more in depth with occult content, everything is down below. Have a good one, you guys. Peace. I'm out.